Hello everyone, I'm Karthi. Hello everyone, I'm Karthi Vignesh. In this video, we're going to talk about access number 5 in Web Technology Lab, which is integrating dynamic actions using JavaScript. So in this one, we are supposed to create a web page with three applications. One is a simple calculator, another one is BMI calculation, another one is currency converter. So we have to do all these three things. First one is for calculator, we will be using JavaScript for that. And second one is also BMI calculation, same with JavaScript. And third one, we are using JavaScript for currency converter. So we'll be integrating all these three into a single web page. So this is the web page that I have written for this one. So here basically the head tag, all the required information are given. In the body tag, inside the script function, we have add, subtract, multiply, and divide. All these things get input from these T1 and T2 IDs, and they're passing it into int, and they're doing the calculation, and they're sending it back to the ID, which is given as sum. Sum is the output ID basically. So that's one script. And in this divider class, in this div class, I've given it the calculator, and here I've given all the code for the calculator, all the input file and the buttons, add, subtract, multiply, and divide. All these four buttons, which will call the respective functions. And on click, it will reset all the values here. This is the clear button. So after that, I've given another script inside the body tag, which is for BMI. And in this one, I'm getting the same thing, getting the input from the user on W and H, and I'm calculating the BMI here. And using if-else logic here, I'm checking whether there is underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. And that's one script. And here another div class is here. Here in this one, I'm outputting the values from the previous script. Basically, I'm getting the input from the user and I'm sending it to the previous script, and I'm getting the output here in this BMI result read only tags. And here the third script, which is for the currency calculation. Again, we are giving it the two values are getting it here. One is the input 1 and input 2. Input 1 is basically which currency, and input 2 is basically to which currency we have to convert. And there are we are calling different functions here, and each of these functions is given here with the respective formulas for their conversion. So basically, we are having multiple functions inside this same function. Uh, inside this single script tag, and after that I'm having a div class here to have the currency converter for all the currency converter. We are having a form here and all the options here, and when I press when I click on it, when I click the convert button, it will send the all the required information to the script that I have written earlier, which is the for the currency conversion, and we'll be getting the output in the uh, ID result. In this result, we'll be getting the output. So this is basically the program, and for this one, I've given a CSS file also. Basically, this is for how the this is basically styling. There's nothing much to explain here. And this image one is this image on the bottom left, as you can see. This is the background of my web page, and these are all the CSS styling that I've given for each of the classes here. So I'm going to I'm going to run this web page now. So this is the web page here. As you can see, all the three is here. So let's first check the calculator. 50, 100, 150, and when I multiply, it will go 5000, and I make it clear. It will clear the calculator. So the calculator is working properly, and I'm going to check the BMI 75, 185, and the BMI index is 21.9, and normal, which is correct. And when I give clear button, it will reset the values. And here I'm going to convert USD to INR. I'm giving 5 USD, and when I convert, it's converted into 375 rupees. So that's it for this exercise number 5 in Web Technology Lab. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.